Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of A Christmas Time podcast.
Starring the Poster Man.
Jolly old St. Nicholas. Or the Oogie Boogie Man, as some people call me.
You were definitely the Oogie Boogie Man a little minute ago.
I'm the Oogie Boogie Man.
You
and
stumped your foot.
You ain't going nowhere.
And you were all angry.
I was angry. I swore a lot.
You did. I was scared.
It hurt like shit.
I am the Pumpkin King.
I'm Tyler.
Ooh, what's this?
I let you be Santa Claus. You were going to be Santa Claus.
So we could kidnap the Santa Claus.
No!
Why are you calling me fat? Are you body shaming me, Ken?
No, Tyler!
That's body shaming me!
Can't stop body shaming Tyler.
The hero of the movie?
Just because Tyler's fat and jolly and full of goodwill and cookies means nothing.
I love cookies. Send us cookies. I love cookies.
Send us cookies too. The Postman Podcast.
And
Care of
I really
Carlisle,
like
PA.
baklava.
Ugh, baklava.
What do you mean, ew? That's
send that to Tyler's
delicious.
house. Care of
Tyler
TylerLikesGarbage.com.
I'll bloody end you.
Good
Bloody
grief.
end. Bloody end, not the pointy end.
Not the rounded end.
Or the rounded end. The bloody end.
Yep. If I don't get them, the hepatitis C will.
Hepatitis C.
Like, they're not all winners.
No, they're not. That one I just wanted to let hang there, that it failed miserably. I had no comeback because it was just bad.
So we watched...
So Tyler picked the Christmas movie, and he picked a movie, sure. Let's just call it a movie.
It's a movie?
You guys are so hurtful.
It's totally a movie.
It's totally cinema.
Why am I so hurtful, Tyler?
It's totally cinema of some level.
You already voiced your opinion before we started.
Do you own this movie, Elijah?
I do. I didn't buy it myself.
To
be fair, my brother owns 3 copies of it, and I stole one of them. Because it had a digital copy, and it was old, and it was on Blu-ray. So, I stole it, put the digital copy in my thing, and the Disney points.
We watched A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
We did. We watched it, because Tyler wants to torture Elijah during the holidays. That's just what it is. I listened to a podcast about this movie.
Okay.
The What a Cartoon podcast, and just to call them out on it, in case they're listening.
No one listens to us.
No one does.
We love you, everyone.
Except for Dorothy. Was it Dorothy that said us hello?
Poor Dorothy. I don't know. Now I'm looking at the freaking thing. I think it was Michelle.
Something tells me Dorothy. If we got your name wrong after one episode, I apologize.
Our fan.
We're old, and one of us has dementia. And
it's me.
What?
It's definitely me.
Edith. Edith Michelle. So I was close.
I made no bones about trying to remember this.
So, Edith listens to us.
But this movie was a spec script that Tim Burton wrote when he worked for Disney. So then Tim Burton wanted to take this movie and make it somewhere else. And Disney was like, oh no. No. I'm so sorry.
This belongs to the devil.
This is ours. That's why Henry Selick directs it in quotes, when Tim Burton did an awful lot of this movie too. Like if there could be another director, it was Tim Burton. They were just like, okay, so they slapped Tim Burton's name on it because Batman had gained steam around this time, I think.
A handful of years before.
He was picking up steam with Batman, Edward Scissorhands, and all these other movies.
This was 92-ish?
92, 93.
Yep.
And then there's 89 Batman, and then there's Edward Scissorhands. I think is 90, early 90s. I think he's hitting a good chunk.
Hang on, there's no easy way to get to that. So this and this.
Yeah, because everything is chunked on IMDb now.
It
It happens.
Hanging from the ceiling.
What's this?
I got it with my finger.
Tim Burton is producing. There is directing. What the hell is happening?
Edward Scissorhands, 1990. So yeah, 89. 90, then
yeah,
this,
then he's working on the other Batman movie.
Then this in... Oh, yeah, and he would have been working on Returns.
Yeah. So, but he's like, but I want to make this movie, and Disney's like, oh, you can! Here! With less of budget! So they gave it a shit budget, but they still did a...
Great job.
Yeah, great. It looks like... There are people that worship at the altar of this movie, and I think that bugs me more than the movie itself.
I don't worship this movie, but I really like this movie.
Like, I think that taints this movie for me in any visual sense.
I remember when it came out, because I was like, Daddy, I want to watch this movie, because they were like, what did you get from Santa? And the kid holds up a little head, and everyone's like, ah! I'm like, I want to watch this movie.
I skipped through those commercials because I didn't like those commercials as a kid. I didn't see this movie until I was like, God, I think it was in my 20s.
Oh.
Like, this is a Disney parentheses movie.
She is a Disney princess. I already forgot her name.
Sally?
Sally. Sally is a Disney princess.
Sure.
Wouldn't she be Disney Queen?
So's Dr. Frankenfurter.
If she marries King Jack, wouldn't she be a queen?
Oh, she's a Disney queen.
There you go. But they didn't get married. If you follow Kingdom Hearts lore.
So she's a Disney
canon?
princess.
I don't know. It happens after the first one. So it happens after this movie. So
Disney princess.
She's a Disney princess. That's what you're gonna keep saying. Disney princess. That's good. That's fine. There's a lot of Disney princesses now. We just take the whole Fox library and just shove it in there. It's Disney princess. Princess Leia is a Disney princess.
Yep.
Natalie Portman is a Disney princess. Queen. No, she's Disney Queen. Queen
Yeah,
Amidala.
Queen Amidala.
Yeah.
Disney Queen. Marge is Marge Simpson. Disney
She's
Queen.
not a princess.
Disney Mama.
She's a Disney mama.
Depends on which version of Marge. You could go with the Queen Marge from one of the Simpsons things.
I'm going as like, what is the character normally?
Awesome.
Okay.
But I'll just read this.
Okay.
Excuse me, sorry everybody.
Sleepy cat.
I am sleepy.
Sleepy cat.
I am sleepy. It's true. There's a part of me that thinks this could have benefited from a slower frame rate. The choppy animation, which I only really noticed with mouths and dialogue, would be less noticeable. Or more things would be choppy, so it would feel more of a piece, like those classic, like the Santa Claus is coming to town and Rudolph and like those
the Rankin and Bass
holiday,
ones.
Yeah, the Rankin Bass holiday classic stop motion things.
Everything but Frosty, pretty much.
Yeah, Frosty and Peanuts and yeah.
Well, they're not made by Rankin and
That's
Bass.
true.
So.
Is Frosty Rankin Bass?
Yeah, Frosty's Rankin Bass.
I didn't realize. Okay.
Frank and Beans.
Frank Beans.
Is it Frank?
Disney princess.
Frank is a Disney princess.
Salad Disney princess. Done. Comment made. I'm Tyler.
Disney princess.
Dumbo Disney princess.
Nope. Was Dumbo?
I feel like Dumbo was a girl.
I feel like Dumbo
Dumbo's
could be
a boy.
whatever.
Dumbo
Jumbo Jr.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay. What do you call a female junior?
Don't know, Tyler. What do you call female?
It wasn't a joke. It was a legit
Oh,
question.
I thought it was a punchline joke.
Like, because you have junior, but like, what's like
Disney princess. That's what you call them.
Disney princess?
Is there a female version of Junior?
Disney Princess. It looks up the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
The female equivalent of Junior is Junior. It's just not used as often.
Yeah, okay.
Disney Princess.
Disney Princess.
Anna Kendrick, Disney Princess.
She is a Disney Princess.
Mike and Dave need wedding dates.
Yeah, she was Cinderella in Into the Woods.
Yep.
Emma Watson, Disney Princess.
Disney Princess.
Yeah, she was Belle in the live-action Disney movie.
Disney Princess.
The live-action Beauty and the Beast.
The Martian, Disney Princess. Matt Damon, Princess.
Matt Damon.
Princess of Mars.
Princess of Mars.
He's Princess of Mars.
Matt Damon
He was
a national
invisible on
treasure.
Earth.
But like I just hate the look of like every character in this movie. I think Santa looks weird. I just think that everything looks weird. And this set the style of Tim Burton, like from the commercials when I was a kid. It just set and ruined Tim Burton. I never watched a Tim Burton movie until I was an adult. The most Tim Burton-y thing I ever watched was I watched the Beetlejuice cartoon. I never saw Beetlejuice, but I saw the cartoon. I loved the cartoon.
Have you watched Sleepy Hollow?
I have now watched a whole bunch of Tim Burton's catalog, but I'm saying like when I was a kid and this movie came out, it just never... I never was like, we need to go watch this. Yeah, it's a Disney movie I missed. I would always just be like, no. And I still now go, I was on Disney Plus and I feel like my Disney Plus just wanted to go, are you really sure you want to watch this? You seem like you would hate this. How about you just watch a Muppets Christmas Carol? Because it would like offer suggestions like sitting there when you click on stuff and it's like, there's the Muppets Christmas Carol, try that, that's what you always watch on Here's the Muppets or the Simpsons, here's the Simpsons Christmas episode you should watch. Instead of this, watch these are 50 times better than this.
I on the other hand did not have a problem with any of the animation or anything. I sat there, I enjoyed it. I just wanted Oogie Boogie to die.
I hate Oogie Boogie's made of bugs, and they die so easily.
I love it.
I really hate it.
All
It
of
drives
them,
me nuts because he's this. Like, what is his threat? Why do we have this person? I don't understand. Like, I'm like, okay,
He just
so there's
eats
Oogie
things.
Boogie, but I'm like, but he's just locked in a basement by these kids, but yet
But Jack,
he's a looming threat.
Yeah, the Oogie, the fact that Jack is like, and leave that no account Oogie Boogie out of this.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just go like whoop him? Like, you're the king. Go. Like, and you obviously he obviously poses precisely zero threat to you because you take him out in 10 seconds flat.
The fight is like
when you actually
string done.
right when
Oogie
you
Boogie dead.
actually
because every hero needs a villain.
But he didn't. The villain was himself at the end of the day.
That's the compelling thing is
That's what Sally leads you to believe, is the villain is himself. He just shouldn't do this.
is
Everybody makes mistakes.
right, but
His just
Elijah,
happened to be a really big one.
I think you're maybe onto something where there's the interesting thing is where like the interesting, or not necessarily the interesting, but a potentially more interesting version of this movie doesn't have Oogie Boogie, but actually address. I mean, granted, it would not be a kids movie at all at that point,
which it already isn't. So it's
But-
fine.
right? It's
watched it
already
when I
not
was a
really a
kid.
kids movie, but it would it would be even less of a kids movie.
Yeah.
What is
if
it rated?
was-
PG.
if
It's a
it
kids
was-
movie.
Okay, let me name you some other PG movies.
If it was a morality tale, or if it was like if they played up the here's his own worst enemy thing, if they played up the fact that, well, this is that he has made a bad choice, he's making mistakes, this is not good, and if there were more, maybe not more, but if Sally, instead of being the sort of wet blanket doormat that she was, established their relationship a little bit better, and have that be not necessarily be an antagonistic role, but have the central arc of the movie be their relationship falling apart, but then him realizing, oh no, this is bad, and then they reconcile at the end. Have it be sort of a and maybe not, maybe, you know, maybe have it be the mayor. You know, do away with, I mean, not necessarily do away with Sally, but have the romantic plot still be the B plot, and have it be more a buddy movie, have it be more about friends and the friendship relationship than injecting a ultimately impotent villain.
Yeah. It's, like, I feel that this movie had two different ideas in it.
Well, yeah.
Where
Christmas and Halloween.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like...
No, those are holidays.
There's the theme of the movie. Let's go to Easter. I wanted to see that one.
I wanted to go to the Shamrock. I wanted to go through the Shamrock.
Just
door.
see a whole bunch of drunken little leprechauns.
Yeah, I was like, what is it? What is it? What is
What's
it going
this?
to be?
What's this? Whoa.
What's it going to be? A bunch of, like, leprechauns and unicorns or leprechauns and pots of gold and rainbows?
Oh, looky here, lads.
Like,
Bunch of little
this
drunk
gonna
Irishmen.
To name a couple PG movies that
corned
should not be
beef
PG. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, PG.
Predates the PG-13 rating.
Just naming things that should
Doesn't
not be
count
PG.
then.
Just should not name.
Predates the PG-13
Fine,
rating. Continue.
Fine. Nope, then I can't name any more if you're going to go that one. Because
Well,
there's
but-
Bad News Bears that's PG. That should not be PG.
The original?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I'll take your word for it.
Jaws, PG. Airplane, PG.
Airplane is rated PG. Whoa!
Arthur, PG. Grease, PG. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, PG.
Definitely shouldn't be.
Poltergeist, PG.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit is rated PG?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We talked about it in the podcast.
Is it?
It's PG.
Oh, it's
before-
88 because it's
Yeah,
right before.
'cause it's right before your. So that's
right
why I'm
before.
saying.
Right
That's why I'm
before.
saying all of this list doesn't make sense if I don't take away the rule.
I had fun. I like the mayor's face that turns around. Like, that was funny.
That made no sense. It's not scary, and it wasn't interesting. So it just was. Like, if it had two different personalities, I'd be with it.
It did have two different personalities.
It was happy and terrified.
I meant like
Yeah.
I meant like if it just like one was one, like they kept arguing with each other, like they each were like different people.
Oh.
But he fell down some stairs, and I left at that.
Yeah, well, that's someone falling down the stairs.
That's always funny.
Disney princess.
So,
Now, Ken, what do you think about this? Gotta be polite. We asked how Lauren liked the movie.
well, nobody cares about Ken.
Nobody cares about me. It's fine. My
Everybody cares,
opinions.
Ken.
My opinions are
Horton, here's a who. 4th
or 5th rate at best.
Disney princess.
Horton or the Who?
Both.
Okay.
Disney princesses.
Okay.
The Lorax. Disney
This-
princess.
This movie came out, as I recall, and I reserve the right to be a little bit wrong about this.
That's
but
fine.
This movie
We
came
all
out
deserve to be wrong.
about when I was in the 5th grade. So I was like primo target demographic for this movie.
I was 4.
Tyler did math.
Yeah, Lauren was about 3 when this movie came out.
You're not the young one.
That's only because Ken brought her up. She's not at the table, though, so I win.
But
Call that winning.
But I didn't see this movie until later. I did not see this movie in theaters. I think it was... I don't know. I can't tell you why I didn't see this movie in theaters. Probably because it came out at a bad time when you know, it came out in the holidays, so the holidays were never high movie times for my family.
Gotcha.
We were more summer movie people than winter movie people. But so I remember when this movie came out. I remember this movie being kind of intriguing, and I remember a bunch of my classmates saw it
Came out in October.
and said it was really good.
It's an odd time for that movie to come out.
It is an odd. It's a little bit.
Not a Christmas movie. October 29th. Halloween movie.
When did Die Hard come out?
It's not important. Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Disney Princess, Die Hard, John McClane, Disney Princess.
Oh God.
That means Mary Elizabeth Winstead,
Disney Princess,
Lucy McClane,
yep.
Disney Princess.
any Fox product, I could probably find you a Disney Princess in this movie. I literally have a list of Fox products that I'd pulling from just to be like a Disney Princess.
Lord.
I had a list of animated Fox movies until I started looking up. Does Predator 2 take place at Christmas?
Does it?
It is insufficient data based on my Google search.
Okay. But like I said, I don't remember exactly when I saw this movie for the first time. But I also don't remember ever like really loving this movie. I think that this movie is unique, or maybe not so unique anymore, because everybody has tried to copy it since. I shouldn't say everybody, but there have been lots and lots and lots of attempted imitators. And sometimes by Tim Burton himself. You know, if Corpse Bride isn't a desperate attempt to sort of recapture some of this movie,
What?
I don't know what is.
It isn't.
But I don't know. Like I said, I can appreciate aspects of this movie. You know, the fact that it is really unique and distinct. You know, and the fact that it oozes Tim Burton. You know, and it was just one of those things why everybody thinks this movie is directed by Tim Burton is because Tim Burton's fingerprints are all over this thing.
It looks, smells, and everything about it is
Right.
Tim Burton.
Like
It
I said.
tastes like Tim Burton.
Like I said,
If it had a flavor, it was Tim Burton.
Tim Burton's fingerprints are all over this thing. So like it's an interesting movie. It's absolutely I think one of those movies that you should ought to watch, but mostly because a whole bunch of stuff that's come since has tried to rip it off. And most of them I think have been not as successful. Because we're still talking about
Oh, it gets
Nightmare Before
re-released every
Christmas.
year.
Right, we're still talking about Nightmare Before Christmas almost 30 years later,
Yeah.
and nobody's talking about Corpse Bride.
That doesn't get re-released. Or
Right.
thought about.
Right, nobody's talking about Corpse Bride. Nobody's talking about Frankenweenie.
Oh, that's 100% not.
Nobody's even talking about Coraline.
Yeah, Coraline at least got re-released this year in theaters again.
You know, every once in a while, people do talk. Oh, Paranorman. Nobody talks about that.
That also got re-released this year.
I
in
haven't
theaters.
heard that in forever. You're right.
I like Paranorman.
Paranorman, I think that's a different.
That's Larkin.
Yeah, that's Annapurna, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the same one with
Or-
Kubo.
Yeah,
That
Not
and
Annapurna,
Coraline
what is
or
it?
Larkin.
Larkin. Maybe that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, they Coraline and Paranorman were Larkin. That's why they're similar styled.
They're not Tim Burton.
Oh, Box
No.
Trolls. Is it?
Mrs. Doubtfire, Disney Princess. Pink Ranger, Disney Princess.
Yeah. Okay. So Coraline was directed by Henry Selick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can robot punch this movie if we're at a good amount of time there, Ken.
Let me look. I haven't looked in a minute. 40. We're coming up on 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Robot punch the time.
Yeah, we're
It's
just gonna
time
sit here
to
and start-
robot punch this time. Let's all robot
Okay,
punch today.
Elijah, go first. Give it a 2. Come on, we know you want to. Half a robot punch for each song.
I'm taking half away because Ken's being a smartass. 1.5.
Okay.
Excuse me.
1.5. And
You hate it. It's fine.
I think it is. I think it would be a good stage play. Is every time I see this movie, I want it to be a stage play.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Every time I see this movie, I think I want to see this as a stage play. Like, I think this deserves to be some sort of play.
I wonder if they could do it on Disney on Ice.
That would be interesting, too. I just would like to see anything besides what I get.
Okay, Tyler, I will go next.
The Lady in Titanic, Disney Princess.
Since you picked Kate Winslet.
Yep. Agent Scully, Disney Princess.
Truth. 3. 3. Wait, hang on. No.
It would have been
3.5.
It would have been a 2. Mine.
3.5. See, I told you, half a robot punch for every song.
But I cut a half out just
Because I was being a smartass.
Yeah,
You said that.
I know.
You said it.
I just wanted it to be on record.
You said it. It was already on the record.
Barton Fink, Disney Princess.
So 3.5.
3.5. Because, like I said, this movie is absolutely worth watching. It's not everybody's cup of tea, obviously.
What? It isn't?
You know, like I said, I think I absolutely think there are better Christmas movies out there. I think there are better Halloween movies out there. I personally would call this movie more a Halloween movie than a Christmas movie because
I so agree with Ken.
it's like it takes
Then
place.
Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie. You shut your mouth.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It takes because it takes place in Halloween Town. You know, it opens on Halloween and it stretches to Christmas.
Thank you. Christmas is 10 minutes. If Ken makes the argument for why Anna and the Apocalypse is not a Christmas movie, same thing applies to this movie.
Did I make that argument?
Yes.
I make the argument
Yeah, you
that
did.
Anna and Apocalypse is
Yeah.
a
Yep.
Christmas movie? That's fine. Sometimes I do that just to be contrary. Like, I sometimes I argue both sides for Die Hard because it's fun and funny.
I have a machine gun.
Ho, ho, ho.
I thought about that today, and the title of our podcast should have been "Now I Have a Podcast." Ho ho ho.
Damn! That would have been clever. Damn! Damn it! Damn it! Why don't you come up with these good ones a year late? Like, these are 2 years late! That's a damn good title. Damn!
Okay, Tyler, go ahead. Robot
Sometimes
Punch.
it takes things a minute to stew in.
Damn it!
2 years in a minute.
Such a
Hang
good
on a
title.
minute, Tyler.
Damn it! I want to go edit it now
I'm,
and put Die Hard and colon.
Ho, ho, ho. Now
No, I
we
haven't.
have a podcast.
No one will ever know until
Damn.
they listen to this podcast.
Damn
If you
it.
start at the beginning, it's gonna be a while until you get to here, and you're like,
God damn it, Tyler, that's a
And then I
gem.
got it. It's 2
It's like
years
when I
of
come up with
podcasts.
a good podcast title name while we're doing the podcast, and then I'm here like at 7, like I'm up, like I'm doing this, and I'm like, before I go to bed, and I'm like, title.
just ask me.
And then I forget what it
Sometimes
is.
When I do edit, sometimes I put the subject as a suggestion.
Then you spell it wrong.
Well, then fix the fucking spelling.
And I don't like it then. It makes me sad.
So, Tyler,
Anyways.
how many robot punches?
I'm also gonna give it 3.5.
Okay.
What's this?
I like. It's enjoyable. Like Ken said, it's a movie you should watch. You should watch this movie. You don't have to like it. You don't have to go, I'm gonna go get a giant tattoo on the side of my arm of the weird spindly mountain thingy, Curly Cuyu, and
Literally the mountain that's
and,
in
and,
the
and
painting
Sally
that you just
with a
said.
flower. But like,
That's oddly specific there.
there's a lot of people get
He's
that
got that on his
fucking
ass.
tattoo. Like I see it all the damn time. I'm like,
Tyler's got that tramp
get
stamped.
Pumpkin Jack that's on fire or something. Do something else.
Oh, that's my favorite visual in the movie. If I had to pick a visual that I really enjoy, I do like jump Jack on fire in the beginning.
So like, do
Which
something
I'm sure there was
else.
just a whole bunch of puppets that were on fire.
Like, you know, but it's I think it's enjoyable. There's a lesson to be learned here. That Christmas should only be when
The lesson
Christmas
is learned
time
though,
is.
don't let Tyler pick the movie.
No, it's you should.
Last
keep
year
your...
we got Santa with
I'm
muscles.
trying to make a point.
Santa with muscles.
You should
Disney
keep.
princess.
You should keep your holidays where they belong.
Yep, this movie belongs in Halloween.
So Halloween should stay right where Halloween's at, and Christmas should stay right where Christmas is at. There's a turkey. It even tells you that you gotta leave time for the turkey day.
What would be in Thanksgiving Town? Would they just go back in time
It's
to the
just a bunch of
pilgrimage?
fucking turkeys gobbling.
There's just a whole shitload of turkeys.
There's a bunch of
and
people with these weird looking hats shooting turkeys, and
So pilgrims.
and turkeys screaming bloody murder as they die. It's actually more horrifying than Halloween Town.
Free bird. Disney princess. I think that's Fox movie, or is that Sony movie?
I don't know.
3.5.
Now I'm looking at Freebird. Next year we should just do Thanksgiving movies and skip Christmas. Tyler, read the thing.
It's that time of night. It's that time of night. It's that time of night. It's that time of night.
It's that time of night to go to www.thepostmanpodcast.com. You can go there to listen to our podcast and find our merchandise shop.
Time of night.
You can email us, thepostermanpodcast@gmail.com. Find us on Twitter at thepostermanpod. Instagram, The Posterman Podcast.
It's that
Facebook, The Posterman Podcast.
It's that
Find us on
time of
Patreon,
night. It's that time of
The
night.
Posterman Podcast. And we are on YouTube,
That time of night.
The
It's
Posterman.
that time of night. It was that time of night. It was that time of night. But yeah, Ken, what's the movie for next time?
I don't know.
Ken,
I don't know.
you just said.
Maybe.
Is the answer going to
Maybe.
be anything that has a Disney princess? How's about any Fox product?
I don't know. I found this list of best Christmas movies of all time. I don't know that I buy this because
I feel like we went through that list.
there are horror flicks on here. No, not this one.
Is that the ones of Gremlins?
Yeah, Gremlins is on here.
Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
See, I couldn't decide between Gremlins or this movie.
I have a hard drive full of Christmas movies, and guess what's on it? Gremlins.
Gremlins is on this list. Die Hard is on this list.
Because it is.
The Ref is on this list.
The what?
The Ref. Bickering spouses, Judy Davis and Kevin Spacey, annoy the cat burglar, Dennis Leary, who takes them hostage in their Connecticut home. Which I didn't know had anything to do with the Christmas movie. Christmas.
Headless Body of Agnew, Disney princess.
Come on.